First of all, coming to the design part of the program, I have used a combination of three text boxes, each accepts the corresponding label data. This text box accepts the path of the file, and these two text boxes accept the range of the slides which the user selects himself. Now I'm going to start the program to see the output of the code. So this is the output. Now I'm going to select the browse button to select the file. I'm going to select the lecture8 file in each of the browse option, so that we check the repetition of these 1 to 4 slides, and we will get to know whether the compile button compiles the data or the slides of the file or not. Now I have filled the browse range of the slide numbers. I have selected the same file in each of the browse option because we will get to know whether the compile button performs this function or not. When the compile button is pressed, be compiled and with the repetition of 4 slides, the first 4 slides, and then they will repeat themselves, and the 40 slides will be repeating themselves with the range of 1 to 4. Now I'm going to tap the compile button to compile the selected range of the slides from each of the file. So you can see that 40 slides are compiled into a single file, and we can check whether the compilation is okay or not. Yes, you can see that the 4 slides repeat themselves each after one another. So it means that our code is running perfectly. Now we will get to the code part of the program to see the code of this specific application for the merging of slides of PowerPoint. For the program, I have used two of the libraries. One is Microsoft.Office.interop.PowerPoint, and the other one is System.io. For the browse button, and it's for the first browse button, whenever the button is pressed, it would open a file dialog, and I've named it OFD1. I've also applied a filter which says it would only select PowerPoint files, and the other is that the title of the dialog would be select PowerPoint file. Multi-select is equal to false because we do not want the user to select multiple files, as we have multiple options and multiple browse options for each single file, for the selection of each single file. So if the dialog, or if the show dialog, or you can say if the dialog result is equal to okay, what the program will do, it will copy, or you can say it would get the path of the file name into the text p1.text, which is the text box for the first. The else option would be opted if the user would press cancel in the file dialog. In the same way, all the 10 browse buttons will opt and would perform the same function as of the first button. So this is the code for the compile button. Whenever the compile button would be pressed, the data in the slides range would get into the corresponding data variable. The slide number from the text F1 would get into the data variable from 1. Similarly, the data in the text box T1, which is the text box for the range of the first file, it would get into the data variable 21. Here in this part of the code, I have opened an application, a PowerPoint application. We'll come to this part of the code afterwards. Firstly, you can see that I've used PowerPoint.presentation and the name is P1, and what it will do, that it would open the presentation of the file ppt app.presentations.open it file in the text p1.text, and similarly it would do the same for all the files selected in the 10 text boxes with the path. A for loop which continues from 1 and goes until 2 1, and in between this for loop I've used a if statement which says that I should be less or equal to p1.slides.count. P1 is the name of this presentation. PowerPoint.slide S1, I have made a slide named S1 and done it equal to the p1.slice I, which means that the slide number which would be from would equal to I, and whenever the slide comes, for example the slide number is 1 to 4, first slide would be equal to S1, and it S1.copy would make a copy of the S1 slide and paste it into the presentation. Now we'll come to this part of the code, PowerPoint.presentation. Presentation is equals to ppt app.presentations.add. What it will do is that it would add these slides from different files into a single pptx file, which would be a PowerPoint file, and it would be the merged file having different slides from different files. Now coming to the end of the program, I have used presentation.save as merge presentation.pptx, which means that the presentation would be saved as this name, and then I have closed the presentations, and lastly I have quit the application. Thank you.